from one of my favorite sections in the book, where Miao, who is one of the more experienced warriors in the clan, she's an old Siamese cat. She's taking Southpaw, who's one of the smaller kittens in the clan, out for his first hunt. They began to stroll back home. The moon was passing behind clouds, and its light was touched with purple and yellow like an old bruise. They had almost reached the safe, comfortable row of big feet houses and the road that led back to the park, when Southpaw felt all his furs stand up at once. Miao whirled, and the air filled with the thick aroma of damp fir and cedar. Behind that was the powerful, warning dark scent Southpaw had smelt before, drumming through his head. He turned, not wanting to see what was there. Miao had hunched her shoulders up, her face was down, her teeth bared, and she was growling in a low, deep voice. But Miao was to his left and a little behind him. Whatever it was that had spooked the Siamese cat, he would face it first. Slowly, the kitten turned, his eyes wide, his paws trembling. The first thing the kitten noticed was the creature's eyes, inquiring, intelligent, assessing. Its face was neat, the fur beautifully combed in bristles of brown and silver, the whiskers black and questioning. The ears were round and made it look almost cute, but the creature was nearly Miao's size. It rippled with muscles, and Southpaw gulped as he noticed the claws. They were thin like curved stilettos, and he sensed they would be razor sharp. "Don't even think about touching the kitten," Miao said, moving up to stand beside him. "Whoever you are, you'll have to get past me." The creature cocked its head to one side and considered her with some amusement. "I could rip both your throats out, cat," it said, speaking in jungly. "But I have made my kills for the night, and the bloodlust has dimmed. As it has for your kitten, I see. 1 kill or 2, boy?" 3, and it's my first hunt," said Southpaw, forgetting for a second to be afraid. The creature's eyes crinkled. It turned to Miao. "It is good to be young and out on your first kill," it said. "I'm Kiri of the clan Mongoose. Perhaps we can find a way to end this evening that does not involve bloodletting. Perhaps we can't. What do you say, oh cat?" Miao had stopped growling, though her fur was still spiky and warning. "Hail, Mongoose," she said, pleasantly enough. "I'm Miao, and it's been many years since I met one of your kind. Are the snakes back in Nizamuddin then?" Kiri gave her a long, considering look. "Not here," she said. "But over there, where the big feet are building yet another of their warrens, I met an old Nagini. Old in years, not too old to fight. And how we danced. She had me pinned, but I wriggled free. I had my teeth at her throat, but she threw me off balance with her tail. It was a dance such as I hadn't danced in months. She is dead, and I have dipped my muzzle in her blood, but she was a worthy warrior." "I have no doubt," said Miao, "that you have killed many snakes and been a mighty warrior yourself. It was just common politeness," but the mongoose looked pleased. "So I have, Miao. You may not be of Clan Mongoose, but you are indisputably a huntress yourself, a member of Clan Scar. You and the boy may pass unmolested this night, and because I have killed well and so has this young warrior, he may ask me a question." Miao turned and nodded at Southpaw. From the way her fur stood up slightly, he picked up her anxiety. The mongoose, so relaxed now, might be quick to anger, and the kitten knew without being told that he must get the question right. Should he ask Kiri about how one killed a snake? Should he ask her for advice what the best killing moves were? To his horror, Southpaw found himself asking none of these questions. Instead, he said, "If you please, Madam Mongoose, might I look at your mind?" The mongoose's eyes went black. She stretched and stood up on her hind paws, letting the scimitars of her claws show. "You ask to link with my mind? A kitten asks this? Of me?" Barely twitching her whiskers, so quietly that Southpaw was almost sure Kiri hadn't heard, Miao said, "If she attacks, run. I'll take care of her. Run the moment you see her move. Don't wait." Every muscle in her body was tense, and looking down, Southpaw saw the ground near her paws go dark from the sweat. The kitten took in the mongoose. Everything about the creature terrified him. The patches of blood on Kiri's fur near her mouth, the wicked claws, the body that was all muscle, no fat. But he straightened his whiskers and said, "You had 1 kill today, Madam Mongoose. I had 3, and one of them was my first. I beg pardon if what I said was wrong, but I just wanted to know what a true hunter's mind looked like." The mongoose stood down and said, "So you want to know what a hunter's mind is like, kitten? Come, Come inside, little one.